just check. Good
Says
evening,
nothing there.
everyone, and welcome to FRL F2 for round one at Albert Park. Tonight we're here currently with 17 drivers, and in the commentary box alongside myself is Jensen Floyd.
Yay. Hello.
Yep, so tonight we're going to be, as I said, at Albert Park. I need to do the tweet for the stream and at it in the Discord, so give me a second. So, do you want to read out last week's results?
Last week's results in the pre-season at France. Good race. Um, Hold on. I need to quickly get them up first.
Share copy link. Would you want me to read them out? I've got them here.
I'll read them out.
Okay, cool,
Sorry,
go on then.
I've got them out. So, last week's results. Dylan, Hiddipal, and Stinner compete in the top three. A brilliant race there, and down from fourth onwards we have Commentist, Barton, Pelly, Rocco, Bullboy, Mads, Pike Salmon, as he's now known as. Damu's in F3, F1 fan Red Bull, Barrett and Bunty, and I think Geronimo P15. A few other drivers that have retired from that race. But yeah.
So, good race last week. Good evening, Hiddipal, Zero, and Berry, which is Berra. And it is 3 minutes to 7, so we should be going shortly. Got only one space in the Mercedes and a space in the Toro Rosso, soon to be named AlphaTauri. An interesting name choice, to say the least. Um, So there are 16 corners at Albert Park. It's located in Melbourne, and it's got 3 DRS zones. All of those are to help with overtaking a lot of slow speed corners. So there are quite a few overtaking points. The main ones that I think we'll see overtaken at is turns 1, 3, 6, and 13. But hopefully drivers can be creative and overtake in other places. That would be amazing to see. Now we've actually got 18, yeah.
Turn 8 as well.
Oh yes, turn 8. The sweeping right-hander.
My other league race I made a lot in turn 11.
Oh yeah, into the chicane.
Yeah,
And hopefully we can also
that's the
see
one.
some good qualifying laps. I think the time that we should be I'm hoping that we're going to be in the low 20s. I know you said that you want to see a 20.3 if anybody's up to that.
Yeah.
And then if not, I think we'll be seeing at least 20s and maybe low 21s if drivers decide to go onto the softs. And the strategies around here seem to be soft to medium or the soft to hard are the most common, although you can see some drivers doing 2 stops if they get damage on lap 1 or, I don't know, start from the back
Uh,
of the grid.
yeah, 2 stops are a bit. Well, 2 stops are actually really good around here. Oh man, also the 1 stop.
Hmm.
You already have to manage your tyres, and yeah, you might lose out.
Yeah, so it's going to be
But
a real test for some drivers, especially if we get rain, then that's going to be a whole different ball game.
mm,
Completely
I hope
switch
we see
everything up.
rain.
Yeah,
I
me
really
too.
hope to see rain.
Fingers crossed for rain. I know Barrett is one that's a fan of rain. In the comments we got just Chris Games saying, "Come on, Hiddy," and 2 of his accounts, Stephen Trodden, which is O Stephen, saying Hiddy Power to win. So I guess we can go to our predictions then, if you want to go first. Jensen. Okay, I'll go first. So I think that out of the drivers that we have here tonight, to take, well, for qualifying, we'll do qualifying first. I think that we'll get Bonti on pole, Dylan in P2, and Tiddy Powell to round out the top three. But I think there are some real drivers who can, maybe not as strong as qualifying, but definitely can challenge with their race pace. So it'll be very interesting to see, and vice versa. Some that can maybe qualify highly, but then maybe not as good as race pace.
So,
Hence, yeah, you
time to go racing
saying your qualifying predictions?
around here. Um, After pre-season, we've seen Dylan put in probably the best lap times, but he said he's sure about this track. I think top three. It's Bunty in the lobby.
Yes, he's here tonight.
I reckon it will be. Here we go. Maybe Rocco, Bunty, Dylan, or Hiddy Power P3.
Interesting, yeah. It's similar to mine. And
See,
no,
I don't know.
this is the first round, so it's kind of hard to judge. We don't really know people's qualifying pace. But oh, it is raining.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
ho.
hoping this.
One of the
I
drivers
was.
want to put in the weather forecast. That would be lovely.
I've cursed many people.
And it's intermediates. All 18 drivers have interset, and
132s, reckon the times around.
yeah,
It'll be somewhere in the low 30s, I reckon, pole
yeah.
time, if it's wet. Depends if the weather improves, but I don't see it improving.
Oh, who's going to be first
That's
out on track? Is that a
so
McLaren?
Zero and the other racing point of Pike Salmon, first two out on track.
Okay, we'll go on board with Pike Salmon for qualifying lap.
We got both Ferraris coming out, Bear and Scar.
Oh, this is a beautiful camera. We love to
Wow,
see railings. Okay. Game just
very tricky.
he's letting through
Tight.
Zero. So we'll go
There's
on
a
board
lot
with
of
Zero for
more
his
people
lap.
coming out on track.
Oh,
Rocco coming out on track. Um, I think. Oh, Dylan's out on track now on the racing point.
yeah.
You also have the Toro Rosso of Stinner with a lot of cars behind him. There is including Yorno, Bunty, and I think it's Commentus as well.
Yeah, so just coming through sector 3 now. I'll do an onboard with Zero for his qualifying lap when he begins. Hopefully he's ready for the
Hmm.
conditions that are he's about to storm through. So coming
Zero.
through.
So Zero's going to be getting the camera time for his quali lap because he's going to be the first one to start his lap, so
Indeed.
he will reap the benefit.
Through the final
Yeah,
corner we go. His
there
ERS
we go.
should be going up now, and it is. Mode 4, no DRS, of course, because it's raining, so DRS flap saying closed. Down hitting the
How
speeds.
late is going to break? Nah, wow. He slid
That
a bit, maybe invalid off that.
seems like it'll
That
be
is a very
invalid.
tricky part.
Down into turn 3. I think, yep,
Uh,
he's off. He's not using, yep,
yeah, he's gone off the track. He's lost the lap.
he
So
was
I guess
next.
we go
Pike Salmon.
back to Blake
He
Salmon, and
spun.
yeah. Okay, how about Scar? He's starting his lap now. Where would he be going? A really good first corner. And he's heading up behind the McLaren of, I think, Barton. And a lot of cars piling up in with the circuit.
Being very cautious with his throttle application, coming out of turn 5, lifting off briefly.
Ooh, keeping within the track limits. 31.4, that's alright for sector 1, I'd say.
Yeah,
Could
I
be a slight bit
agree.
better, but it is the first lap in the wet.
Through turn 8, up to
Not
turn
many people were
9.
expecting into.
It's a very long braking zone in the wet. Track is still
So,
very green. Ugh,
what
green.
about Berry? Berry is 4 temps up on the Scar, through sector 1.
Oh,
Um,
fighting the car coming out of turn
so
10.
Stinner matching Barrett. Um, Bunty's about to come through sector 1 as well, on his flyer. Taking it really carefully through there. He gets 30.8. And now
Ooh.
the times are really racking up. Stinner through sector 2, 55.9. Penny Paul going through sector 1.
Mm.
Back
So we
end
got
kicking out.
Scar going to be the first driver without a messed up lap to cross the line. What is he going to set? Pike Salmon in the racing point, doing probably going again, I'm going to
Is a
guess.
135.5. Okay, that's alright.
Time behind.
And then Ty just
Oh,
puts that in.
33.3. Barrow across the
Good
line,
lap for him.
slots in between Pike Salmon and Scar. Of course, Pike Salmon not doing a proper lap.
Oh, Mads, I think he lost on the curb turn 6.
He's got, yep, major front wing damage on the left side. He's going to have to go back into the pits to
Watch
repair
out for
that.
Bunty.
Yep, let's go on board with Bunty then.
Stinner
Through the second to last
P2.
corner. Ugh, through the second to last corner.
Bunty was
Fighting the
3
car on the
temps.
exit.
Bunty was 3 temps up on Stinner
I
through
think
sector
Stinner's going to
2.
go
Here we go, it's going to be a 133.
slot
It's not going to
in.
be fastest, but it's going to be P2.
Still good lap. Bunty
Oh well.
leading right now by 5
Penny Paul sliding
tenths.
through final corner. And that'll be P5. He just slots in behind commentalist. Um,
Oh, Hiddy Powell's going
so
again. I think drivers have fueled up for multiple laps here. And
Pike Salmon's going for another lap. He's going absolutely all out.
where
Earth
is
5, you
he
can tell he's
now?
going for this lap. He's just about to run out, but
If he
I
do,
think
I
he
think he's
will
gonna
cross the line. Yeah, he's
stay
going to cross the
out.
line for this one.
He's only got point 0.3 fuel left, so he's gonna point 0.2.
Just good. 136.7 wasn't really
And he's going to run
great
out of
for him.
fuel shortly, which is going to be a danger. Other drivers on track. Berra going to
Storm
the pits.
going through the
Storm
final section of the track. Around the final corner.
flat out coming out of the final corner up to the
It's
line.
going to be
What
alright
time?
lap for him. It's going to be a 135.2. Everyone in the 135.2. So we've got 3 people
Interesting. I
coming into
think
this time. Oh,
it might be the case that it's a dry race and Tyne might be the only driver on a wet setup because 5 tenth
mm,
gap to Bunty in P2.
it
But
could be. It looks like it's getting brighter slightly, but
oh,
if it
Brookie.
is a dry race and he is on a wet setup, that
Hmm,
mm, he might be just going out all out for the pole position. Really, Ballboy coming to the end of his lap.
Brookie also coming to the end of his lap. A lot of drivers trying to finish up their first run. Ballboy, although
Brookie's on a right
he's
lap. Brookie's actually on a really good lap. Oh, I think he might be on a wet setup as well, but he's coming around the final corner. He's very far up. It's going to be a 134.9.
34.9. Interesting. Zero Mad
Storm.
out on their out lap for the second run. And as I said, Pike Salmon out of fuel. That maybe not have been the wisest decision to finish off his lap with point 0.2 of fuel left. So it's going to be the slow, treacherous run back to the pits. And I think we haven't got any. Oh, Dylan on
Let's
his lap.
see.
Coming through the second to last corner.
He's giving it some.
Oh,
He's probably going to be maybe a 134 as well. I reckon it'll be a 134 for Dylan. 134.4 though.
134.4.
Good lap from him. Puts in P4, Pine Stinner and Bunty and Ty.
Indeed. Who else we got? Scar. Not on a lap. Still on an out lap. I think we got Zero who's about to start a lap again. Yes, we do. And then shortly behind him, I think is Mads.
Here we go, Zero. Come around the final corner. Kicking up the ERS into Mode 4. He didn't manage to put in the cleanest of first sectors last time out. Let's see what he does. See, turn 1. Maybe a bit wide on the curb, but he's still going. Here we go, down the second straight.
Oh, Stephen in the comments, pike salmon is Voya, the name that I couldn't pronounce. I'm glad he's changed his name
Yeah, because you
because that
actually
was
pronounce it
painful.
now.
Yeah.
31-1 for Zero, set to 1. Maybe a bit wide on turn.
Oh, fight in the car coming through turn 8. Oh, and fighting it again coming out of turn 10. Seems like he's running a dry setup here.
Really tricky in the wet. It's getting brighter. It is getting brighter, for sure.
So maybe.
It could be drying up at the end of quali. Ooh, back in slipping out again.
Yeah, I think it's shortly going to stop raining. It seems like it for sure. Maybe.
Okay. Skinner on a flying lap now as he's just started. He's coming down into turn 3.
And I'm just going to finish off with Zero coming out of the final corner. Possibly going to be a 34, maybe a 35 out of the
I
final
reckon a
corner, no 4.
35 for Zero. As he's coming up on the line, it's going to be a
35,
35
9.
9 just on the edge of P11 for it.
And then back onto
Him.
board with Stinner. Through turn 8 he
Skinner.
goes. Oh! Lost traction coming through that corner. That's interesting.
Mads coming around the final corner.
Mads up to the
301.38 for
line.
Mads. He's
Yes.
maybe going to go again, and I think he is going for another run at it.
Oh, Rocco. Possible championship contender for this season.
And is that Zero retired? I think he might have crashed.
Oh.
And yeah, he's got terminal damage. That's it for Zero.
Yep, crashed. Interesting. Out of turn 5, I think his car just disappearing. As we're on board with. Oh, Rocco's having a hard time right now, and he's got a Haas behind him.
Coming through final sector. Stinner into the pits. He's avoided the lap.
It stopped raining.
So DRS, I think, is enabled now.
Yep, rain has stopped. Drivers on track that are going to go shooting back into the pits.
Oh,
So it is time to
going to be
see who has the dry pace, and more importantly, who can stick a lap, get it right, and hopefully challenge for maybe a pole, maybe a top 3, maybe a top 5, depending on their goals. Yep, Rocco's completely aborted his lap.
I think the objective now is to come out as late as possible.
Pace still doing a lap on the Inters, it seems. Still using ZRS, maybe using it to get back to the pits.
Whoever is out on track right now on the Inters, there's only time for one clean run to come back in come out, put in one clean run.
Drivers, all 18 drivers only have opportunity to do one lap, I think. Storm's the first one out.
Okay, so a lot of people on the dries now. Storm the first person out on the dries, and Berry closely following suit through turn 2.
Hopefully now we can do it. So
Storm will be the first person to put in the banker lap.
Yeah, for all drivers to follow and see if they can improve on. Through turn 6 and out of turn 7, Storm goes preparing for his lap. Make sure his tyres are warmed up. He's using very low fuel, the right amount of fuel. I think he put in 3 laps for this, so he's aiming to just do one run, get it right, and be done with it. And as the track will still be dry, and it seems like that maybe the guys who leave it towards the end will get the best chance at doing a fastest lap. Likes of Car Mentalist, Rocco,
I really
Dylan.
can't wait for these laps. They're not going to be on maximum pace because the track's not fully dry, but still be exciting to see what they do.
Storm, the first driver on the sauce, coming out of the final corner. Now here we go. What are we going to see from the Brit? Silver Arrow shooting down the main straight. DRS wide open this time. Through turn 1 coming up. Mode 4. Was he going to keep it in mode 4 for turn 1? Oh, he cut turn 1 there, and I think that might have been an invalidation. Although he's still going, so we'll still go on with him. Down into turn 3. Braking
Barry's very
hard.
close behind. He's getting a bit of a tow as well. He's
I
within the 6-second window. That's all he needs.
think he's aborted it. Berra going strong.
Bunty is also coming through turn 1. He's going to go through cleanly at turn 1 though.
28.4 from Berra in sector 1.
Rough.
We've got Bunty coming out of turn 4, rounding the
Bunty
corner.
will be getting a quicker lap than both of them, just because of the track evolution.
28.4 as well, matching Berra's sector 1.
Still very
Storm
close.
still going
Okay.
actually, 52.4 sector 2. Oh, I didn't see Berra's sector 2, but he's still within Storm's suck zone, as you call it in GT Sport.
Let's compare Storm and Berry. Berry, 4 tenths up sector 2, so he's 1.1 seconds up already on this lap alone. I didn't think Storm has got the greatest lap. He's saving his airs for the whole lap. He's going for another run. Storm 127.3, Berry 126.0.
And the next one to cross the line, I think, is going to be Bunty. Through the second to last corner he goes. This has been a pretty good lap so far, clipping the apex nicely. And
He's
no,
in the
he's
pits.
pitting.
He's in the pits.
He wants to...
I think he might come out on the mediums. Everyone coming out really late. Pike, Salmon, Brookie, Scar.
Those drivers are still staying in the pits. All the main guys. Pike Salmon on a lap though. Coming up to turn 11
Let's see what
and 12.
Pike Salmon gets.
The notorious
Pike
zone
Salmon,
for
wow.
invalidation.
What a middle sector for Pike Salmon.
Takes it cautiously though, maybe wanting to just...
He's just a slight bit quicker in Berry through sector 2 as a total lap time.
It's interesting, I thought the track would have dried quicker. See, the lap time seems not.
So I think Pike Salmon will be the first person into the 25s as he goes through the final corner. Bit of grass, steps on it, and the final exit of the lap. 124, no, 125.
And immediately behind him goes Brookie on a 25.5. These guys won't get to do another lap, but it depends how quickly the track is going to dry, because we're not at the optimal
Berry
track
in the
temperature
pits.
at all
That's
yet.
him finished for quali. P3, you can be happy with that, especially what the track was like. Storm coming in the pits. Storm's finished with his lap. So everyone on out laps now. Scar on a flying lap. Let's quickly see what this is.
Let's go. Right, there we go.
Ooh. Scar 28.0, so he's the fastest through sector 1.
By 4 tenths.
And he's the only person on a lap. And Mad's about to start his. Barton also going to come across the line to start his as well.
Gonna keep on board
The
with
likes
Scar
of
for now.
Boy. Look at everyone bunching up sector 3.
Scar through 11 and 12. He might get held up from all this traffic. I hope not, for the sake of him. I hope he can make it through this right now. Going down into turn 13 after the third and final DRS zone of the lap. Clipping the apex nicely and using the runoff zone perfectly. A bit cautious going through turn 14, but nicely anyways. He's got Brookie in front of him, who's going to dive into the pits.
Nah, he's not going to get the toe for the final straight.
This should be a good
he's going to
lap.
put in the lap. That's it for... This is going to be the only lap that Scar will probably be able to put in. P2! Only
Great
a tenth. A tenth off Pike Salmon's lap time. So he keeps provisional pole, but for how long? Because we got about 10 drivers
Carmentalis,
all on flying laps.
27 flat, sector 1, going on to Rocco next. Sector
That's a
1,
second up. That's second quicker than
27.1.
Scott.
These times are going to ramp up quick and fast. Dylan,
Dylan's finished. Dylan did not make it on the soft. He did not make the line
oh,
to
he
start a
left
new
it
lap.
too late. Okay, back on board with Carmentalis through 11 and 12 he goes.
Wow, what a sector 2 from Commons. This is going to be a
He is
20, lead to
flying.
21. This is going to be a 21, mate. He's definitely going to take provisional pole at the moment, but
Turn 13 he
who
goes.
else?
Clipping the apex nicely, pushing out of the corner, still going, still under a
Fantastic line.
22.5 provisional pole right now, but I think that's going to be beaten. Ballboy goes second on the 22.8. Through the final corner comes
Tie, 22-0.
Carmentalist. The times are ramping
Mentalist,
up
though.
now, up
What a
to the
lap.
line.
It's
22
just
flat.
going to be pole. Oh
Rocco,
my god.
did he do the lap? 22 flat from Rocco as well. 3 drives in the 22 flat.
Three
City Poor.
22 flats. Hilly Powell, 22-1. And who else we got? Bunty. What
Bunty,
can he
the
do?
driver to
It's going to be...
watch. Oh, it's a
Oh,
22.4.
and
And that.
Scar on the in lap. That's Carmentalist for pole position
And
to
more
start off the
importantly,
season.
that's Dylan in P14 because he left it too late to start his lap.
We'll see what Dylan could do from P14. He's a tough racer, really good driver, really quick in
Only
qualifying,
8
as you've seen in the preseason.
drivers. Yeah, only 8 drivers actually using the end of the session to their advantage. The rest of the drivers went out too early or invalidated. So, top
So
10 on softs.
a
Interesting.
top 8 separated within 8 tenths, but the top 4 all separated within 2 tenths. That's crazy. And Carmentis made the pace up where it counts, and yeah, he will start the season in pole position, which I reckon he'll be absolutely delighted with that.
Okay, so after short qualifying today, we have Carmentalist on a 22.012, his first ever pole position FRL. P2 Tyne, P3 Rocco, P4 Hiddipal, followed by Bunty, Pace, Dinner, Ballboy, Pike Salmon, and Scar. That's the top 10. 11th is Brookie, Berra, Storm in 13th, Dylan 14th, Zero, Mads, Yorno, and then to round off the grid, it's Spartan in 18th, 17th and 18th, not setting any times, 14th, 15th, and 16th, neither not getting their laps right or maybe crashing. So it's pretty interesting.
Commenting his first set to really gave him that pole there. It's absolutely brilliant for him.
He'll be ecstatic right now. First
He's
ever
two.
pole position.
It's not just that; he was 2 tenths quicker than everyone who was in the top 4 with him at 3 sets to 1 alone.
Great lap from him.
All right.
Lovely pit lane, nice and quiet. Not going to be like that for much longer.
Lovely Mercedes garage.
hmm Um, please, lobby, don't don't glitch out on
So
us. Race predictions.
depends what the drivers will be starting on. Well, of course you have the top. You have the top 10. Of course, they're all going to be starting on the softs.
Yeah.
Top 10. So you'll probably expect a 2 stop or a 1 stop from them. Depends what the bottom half of the grid go for. Formation map.
So I
And
think that Car Mentalist is going to get pole. I
okay,
think that
only 2
Bunty,
soft starters. The
mm,
bottom half of the grid.
Bunty will get second, and I think Stinner for P3. And that's just a wild guess from me. We'll do interval and then
Zero going on the
252.
softs. Okay. Dylan on the mediums. Storm on the mediums. Barry on the mediums. Brookie's on the soft. No, he's on the hards. So He's definitely on for a one stop. Maybe going for the soft at the end. Of course, everyone in the top 10 using the soft.
Berry and Pike Salmon saying in the comments, too early. Yes, guys, too early indeed. If you left it for later, you could have had a chance to be higher up on the grid and down in 9th and 12th.
My predictions for the race. Can't mention this for the win, just because his pace in qualifying was absolutely brilliant.
Indeed.
But it's not just that. The drivers behind him, if he could pull away at the start, let the other drivers behind him fight, we'd be gaining much more time, but we'll see. P2, I reckon maybe out of 3rd, 4th and 5th, and maybe time might just stay there, because I don't know if he's on a wet setup or not. P3, I'd say Brookie or Dylan. Just because their strategies.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay, sketch.
Are you ready to start the season away?
Yes, indeed. This is going to be a great race, hopefully. No weather
I'll let you do the honours.
interference. Lovely. Oh, no lights right now. 5 lights. And away we go. They actually went out on time this time. Bad camera though. Okay, so we got
Ty's on side Carmentalist.
Oh.
He's going to break late. He's not going to get him though. Look at Rocker on the outside. And Ty's keeping alongside with him. It's not going to do though. Storm, Barrow making up positions in the backfield. Look at Ferrari of Scar up the inside. Storm gets into 11th. Brookie up to 10th.
Oh, Scar's hit the wall but gained no damage from that.
Oh no.
Carmental is still leading, Ty in 2nd, Rocco in 3rd, still going strong, no accidents yet. Towards the back, Scar has been pushed down into 17th, Yorno and Geronimo up into 15th and 16th respectively. Zero and Storm battling, and Storm's got through now. That's a good move from the Brit.
Carmentis has not got away. Oh, the Red Bull of Yorno! Oh, he's lost it on the exit there. He's lost a whole 3 positions.
Oh, Stinner's out.
Stinner's crashed.
Oh, we're taking
Bunty
Bunty with him. They both crashed on the exit of turn 12.
Virtual safety car.
Both crashed at the exact same time. I hope they weren't related there. Top 4 were starting to pull away there, but they've all been gathered up and put in their places. Very good neutralisation it's been. Bunty gone already. That is a massive shame for him.
Oh.
Back up to racing we go. Titan looking down the inside of Carmentis, but things better
pulled
over
away by a second. They're outside the DRS of Hilly Power. Hilly Power has to push to get back in that DRS. The top 3 are all separated in 5 tenths.
That is
so we go into sector 1 again. Carmentis only 2 tenths ahead of Ty. Ty's looking for the toe. A good enough toe to get through it. A good enough place.
Yeah, Hilly Power is catching back up.
Carmentis getting better exit though.
Giorno not too far behind after his little snap.
I think Carmentis is safe just for now.
Yeah, he's not pushing too hard, managing those soft tyres, but trying to get away. Hidepower's caught back up, 6 tenths behind Rocco now. Rocco seems to be falling back from the top 2 actually.
One thing, look at Rocco, is one thing he has to do is keep with them. Hidepower's now there, so the top 4 have DRS.
And round the corner onto lap 3 we go.
Oh, pace! The back end's losing so much through there. There's absolutely no grip whatsoever.
Now. And DRS not enabled this lap because of the virtual safety car. I think it'll be Next lap.
Oh, DRS is enabled.
Oh, it
Here we
is.
go.
Never mind.
Oh, yellow flag set to 3. What's
It's
happened?
it's mad.
Mads.
Oh, he spun.
Final corner. He's got big wing damage. I think, no,
Front right
he's
end
only
plate.
lost a side. He's only lost an end plate, but yeah,
So Carmenta
it's not
still
the greatest.
leads. Tyne, Rocco and Hippo. They haven't had a chance to use their DRS yet. They're going to be using it coming out of turn 12 in
They're
sector
not
3 for the
letting him
first
try and
time.
get away easily, aren't they? Look how
No,
close
they're
they're
not.
keeping with him. It's brilliant. And is that Brookie? What's happened to Brookie? Oh, massive wing damage.
Oh. Scar approaching on the back of
He
him
must have
now.
been in a collision with someone, surely. He's now dropped back
Oh,
about
he's on the hard
5 places.
tyres. Okay, so
And that
Tyne and
hard strategy.
DRS. Using, trying to gain. He doesn't gain that much time actually. Carmenta is just saving his DRS in the front there. Dylan, what's he up to? He needs to be trying to gain positions right now,
Ooh,
but
bit of gravel for Car Mentalist. Zero getting the first penalty of the race. With 3 second one there.
top 3 pulled away by 3.7 seconds. Sorry, top 4 pulled away by 3.7 seconds now. Commenters gets the fastest lap once again. Through turns
Hype
1
Salmon on
and 2
pace.
he goes.
Is he going to get him up the inside at T1? Depends if he
Yeah,
make it on the brakes. Oh,
pace around the
it's not
outside.
over yet though. He's got the DRS again, and also he's way closer. Here we go, up the
Bulba's
inside if he
point of
makes his
view, or
move.
he broke early. Gets the move
He's
on the
got him
exit
though.
though.
He's got him. Pace, he can't keep it there. Fight Salmon up the 5th. Brilliant move from
And
him.
Dylan on 0 into turn 3. Out of the exit of turn 4 through turn 5 we go. On the back of Berra now, is he going to do anything? I don't
Oh,
think so.
Zero really wide on that corner there.
Top 3 not changing positions. Top 4 not changing positions yet. Seems like if anything's going to happen, Hideopow might get Rocco, but then Rocco's got DRS. Oh, yellow flags.
Oh,
That's
it's pace.
pace.
It's pace.
He's got no frontal damage, but he parked it
He's
on the
lost
racing
it through
line,
there.
holding up other
He's
drivers.
he's lost a 6 positions there. I might regret my predictions now because it looks like it's anyone's race at the front.
Indeed. Well, through the final corner we go again to start lap 5. Are we going to see any
Depends.
overtaking going on, or is it just
We
going to
can see.
stay behind?
Oh,
Oh, that's
Ty
not
very
wing damage, is
wide.
it?
Did he get any
No.
damage? No, he's fine. But I was very close to the barrier. He's lost massive time to comment this.
And Stinner's left after his crash. What a shame.
It's a shame for Brookie as well. He started on the hards, and that strategy is being absolutely wiped away from him with that damage. Now he's on the softs, 27 seconds behind Barton.
Yeah, and he'll have to pray for a safety car, which is going to be unlikely after the virtual one that we've had already. But you never know what's going to happen in this race. Australia's full of surprises in terms of league racing. Oh, pace is spun once again. Those
Oh,
tyres are
Mads is out.
gone. Yellow flag sector 1, sector 3 is going to be a safety car. No, they're just going to clear up. Pace has left the session without retiring on track, which,
What we have to
according
look
to
for
our
now is
rules,
how the drivers are driving.
yes.
'Cause this could determine 2 stops and 1 stops. See, Haley Powell's slightly dropping back,
Commentalist is just
but
stabilizing. He's not really using too much. Kind of just dragging the
he's
pack
been
along with
really,
him.
really smooth out of the corners. He's keeping his tyres well. But the only problem is, you don't want to drop out the DRS. And the problem for him is everyone ahead has got DRS, apart from the race leader. So, it's going to be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, Hiddy Powell just saving as he's got the least out of the top 3, which suggests he has to push harder
So,
to keep up with them.
in terms of warnings and penalties, Carmen's just got absolutely nothing for warnings. Ty's got 1 warning, Rocco's got 2, and Haley
Interesting.
Powell's got none. So, penalties can also decide anything.
Yes, indeed.
So, we have to see.
Gonna stay on board with this mid pack. The battle for what
Rocco, he's out for DRS now.
from 5th to 9th, you'd say the 4 drivers staying with each other
As Brookie.
closely. The top
And
4
Zero,
just
another penalty.
pulling away from everyone else. If Dylan can get through, it's going to be very hard for him to catch back up to the top four.
So Rocco's just got his first penalty. He's lost out the DRS. He's got his penalty, and now Haley Powell is going to be right behind him with the DRS.
Tying right on the back of Carmentis into the third sector. I've just noticed that. Following him
This is
closely.
interesting. Carmentis on the gravel.
Again,
Slightly.
making that mistake again.
His tyres are going to be dirty. He's not going to have enough grip. Here comes Ty. He's not going to be close enough to get a move done in turn 1. But turn 2,
going defensive.
No, turn 3. I reckon
Oh,
he'll get him in turn 3
Hilly
here.
Powell. Oh, thinking about it, but stayed behind the
Look
top
at Ty.
2.
He's dropped back a slight bit. No, he's out of it.
Okay, Hilly Powell alongside Rocco. Rocco, I think, letting him through. Yeah, Rocco knows.
Very nice move from Hilly Powell. Slots into P3 with a good move on Rocco. Now he has to try and catch back up to the race leaders, which are both on really high errs. Both on 60%. Rocco on 75%. And Pipe Salmon is now leading a train of 5 cars.
Five cars. No position changes so far. I've been keeping on board of that pack. Nothing's happened so far. Maybe going into into the third DRS zone, there might be some moves. I'm going to watch on board with that. Dylan, again, as I said, wanting to get positions done.
Problem for Carmentis.
Oh, he's got a great run coming out alongside Ballboy, already getting the slipstream from his teammate and he's gone already. He's got past. Great move from Dylan. Especially as he's on the mediums, which is going to be open up a lot of doors for him. He can go onto the softs at the end.
Carmentis is in.
Carmentis in already?
It's a 2-stop. It's a 2-stop. Surely a 2-stop. If
no, those are the hards.
mediums.
Are they?
I think. No, they're
no,
hards.
Those are hards. He's gone in very early. I mean, not too. It's supposed to be pitting at the end of lap 9. Oh, Dylan going for his teammate into turn 1, leaving the space, getting the move done. I think there might have been a warning for clipping the inside there, but that was a good move.
If Ty's going for a 1-stop as well, he has to really put it in that. Look, he's already on maximum errs. He wants to get out ahead. He's coming in this lap, surely. He's pulling away from Hilly Powell so much.
This top 5 group is a very good group to look out for. There's going to be a bunch of position changes here. Dylan is now leading the pack on his medium tyres. Pipe Salmon get a snap of oversteer coming out of turn 6 there, so be very careful with his tyres. If he's going to push too hard, Zero's out.
Zero is out. Oh god, you can see comments.
Down the inside of Storm breaks later. Oh, Ballboy's been half won by Pipe Salmon. He's a massive loser there.
2 positions from there. And Geronimo's getting close to him as well. Zero crashed at turn 5.
Interesting.
Which is why
Berra wanted to maybe get past Storm. Yeah, Dylan's gone 1.4 seconds ahead of her already.
Does Ty pit? Does he respond to the race leader? No, he doesn't. He keeps on going for another lap.
Hilly Powell does respond though, he's in the pits. Rocco's staying out. He's getting the DRS still. And this mid-pack group again, Storm right on the back of Pipe Salmon. Pipe Salmon in the pit.
The pit lane for Hilly Powell. There you go.
That's going to disrupt his race massively.
He didn't say it was above 50 miles per hour
get it right.
for some reason. Or is it 37
Dylan
here?
Is pushing.
Yeah.
I rate his chances currently. He's doing very well. Carmentis coming out of all those guys, slotting in a nice little gap he has here. Not pushing too hard, just staving his tyres.
You can do a 1-stop from medium to soft, so he could come out on top on the final few laps.
Yeah, so these top 3, well not top 3, but 3rd, 4th and 5th are going to be going for a while actually. And Barton now in 11th, but he's a lot further behind than these guys. Dylan has the best chances right now of catching up towards the end.
I think Ty is staying out to go on to the mediums.
Well, he's in mode 0 right now, so I think he might be saving. Oh no, maybe not.
If he was going to come into the pits, I'd say it would be pushing. Because
you save ERS around this pit lane, I'm pretty sure.
If you... Oh! Lost the back end slight bit there. But if you want to... Let's just say this, he's racing Carmentis, let's say that he's...
Carmentis got the DRS.
A net half a second behind Carmentis by the time of the pit stop. But if you want to come into the pits and try and undercut or overcut the driver, you'll have to try and stick out a bit more pace
Yeah,
on your in
exactly.
lap.
Still staying out. I think he's going to be doing the soft to medium strategy. Soft to medium, you're supposed to be pitting
Yeah.
around lap 12. If you can manage the tyres, it's a good strategy.
Oh,
And towards the end, Carmental is going around the outside of Scar. That was a good move. Scar just letting him through, I think, knowing that
he's
he's
getting
on
really
much
twitchy
faster
on the throttle.
tyres. Who?
Dylan is catching up as well to Rocco. Ty's being really twitchy on the throttle.
Yeah,
Through
Dylan catching up quite quickly, actually. Considering
Rocco
there was a
losing out.
7-second gap before Dylan overtook for P4, he is catching up quite quickly.
So Dylan, Storm, and Berry, those three are the group that has just
Oh,
been going through the pack since that one. They've all been starting the mediums. They all started outside the top 10.
to Storm, maybe looking to do it into turn 1 and 2 actually. So just staying behind and keeping close to Storm.
Mm. So Berry, Storm, and Dylan, those are the three that started 12th, 13th, and 14th.
They're the top 3 to look out for.
So they've done
Oh,
alright.
Rocco's in the pits. He couldn't manage his tyres to keep them going for the softs, for the
Surely Ty
mediums.
has to respond now. I think Rocco might be going for the mediums. Must
Oh,
be,
Berra
yeah, it's
pulls
the
out.
mediums.
Stays behind though. That was way too far behind. Oh, he clips the curb too much from turning in too early.
Carmentalis
Loses a whole
has
bag
got
of
a
time.
massive gap to Rocco. As Rocco comes out, it's about almost 10 seconds from
That's
Carmentalis to
interesting
Rocco.
that Rocco's gone on to the mediums now because they may last, but it's going to be a lot higher tie wear at the end of the race.
About 9.5 seconds the gap between Rocco and Carmentalis. You see how much time Carmentalis has been gaining. So Ty will not get ahead of Carmentalis
No.
from a pit stop, so we'll have to go for this medium strategy to see what we could do.
Oh, Berra 2 tenths behind, going for the move into turn 11. Is he going to do it? Oh, leaves space actually, but he's very kind and just let Storms continue going. I thought he was going to go for the
That
move
is a
there.
really tough place to overtake someone.
Down into turn
And
13.
oh,
No.
he's looking for it. He's not
Oh,
going to get it
forced
though.
Storm into a mistake there, but then
Oh
makes a
no!
mistake. Oh.
Jesus Christ!
And Berra showing off his drifting skills, which he's well known for. I'll
There's
give him
car
that.
control. He
Oh,
did a bit of drifting.
Carmentalist on the back of Geronimo. That
GT
is
Sport.
dangerous. Geronimo seemed to have a
Ty in the
bit of a lag
pits.
there.
Ty responds to Rocco. Here we go. Let's see what he does.
Let's see what Carmentalist is
Mediums,
going to
of
be doing.
course.
Overtake now. Getting past Geronimo.
Good
Yep,
move from
tying.
Commensalus. He slots in ahead of Geronimo, gets past. Geronimo's been on those tyres since the start of the race.
Yeah, if he fights
Surely
that,
he'll be
it's not going
paying.
to be. So now we've got the original top 3 tying on the freshest mediums. Hiddy Powell ahead of him though, which he is catching Hiddy Powell, and then Carmentalist with a very big gap, only on one lap older tyres than Hiddy Powell, but a very big gap indeed.
It depends though. The medium runners, they will have to manage their tyres a bit more. The hard tyre runners should be safe. And Rocco is right in the back of Barton.
Barton, yep, coming out of.
Barton on 11 laps old mediums.
He's gonna go for the
Yeah.
overtake, I think. Right on the
On the
outside.
outside. Barton, is he going to brake late? Is he going to leave space?
Oh,
Yes. Good move from Rocco. Up to 8th.
again, Rocco putting trust in another driver, and the other driver did in fact.
We possibly may see a move for net P2 within the next few moments. Berra is getting close to Storm.
This is one to watch out for. Hiddy Powell and
Here comes Geronimo
and
in
Tyne.
pits. Here comes Ty. Ty is getting really close to Helipo. You go through turn 1. What can he do? Does he have enough speed down the straights?
Oh, I thought he was going to
Oh,
send it there. Montana style. Oh, Berra and Storm. Finally, Berra's got through, actually. Good move there. He needed to get ahead if he wanted any chance of maybe staying with Dylan or catching up to Dylan. Dylan's going strong still. Car Mentalist is not actually getting. I haven't been watching the gap that closely, but it seems like they're slowly reeling him in, but nothing too drastic. Or maybe the gap's just stabilising until time can get past Teddy Powell. We might be looking for it through the final DRS zone of the lap. Through turns 12,
Or
sorry, 11 and
what's
12 we
Ty gonna
go.
do? Ty's got a better run than Hitty Po. He's gonna might get him
Round the
into turn
inside.
13. There we go. As long as he breaks a bit later and he's got him, just like that.
Great
Rocco
move
will be the
again.
next person to get him. Rocco could still get Ty on P2. And Ty's only got one warning in this whole race. Comments, this has only got one as well. However,
Yep,
Rocco's
Tyne
only
is
got.
started to reel in car Mentalist. Yeah, so about the warnings. Rocco's the only one with a penalty?
Yeah, ever since. Let's just say that, so ever since lap 6, Rocco hasn't got a single warning, so.
That's good, he's fixing up his act.
Yeah, it's a really good fight for what Rocco's fighting for now. This is the net podium.
I wonder if car Mentalist, I'm going to go on to the gap to the leader for now. So car Mentalist is 9 seconds behind Dylan. It's about a 22, I think 23-second pit stop around here. So he's going to be coming out in maybe P8, P9 is Dylan. And he's going to have to try and drive back up to leaders. Of course, other drivers that are going to be pitting is Berra, Storm, and Barton. But other than that, if he wants to have any chance at a podium or a win here today, he's going to have to do a lot more overtaking. Or he just gets lucky and there's a safety car. Fastest lap right
So
now,
Rocco's got past.
Brookie,
Rocco actually got
347.
past
Oh,
through turn 14.
my apologies, I was reading out info.
Right, and Scar, I think, has just got past Brookie. I think Brookie might have got an unsettled exit out of turn 11 and 12, but
Seems
he's
like
on 10
Hiddy
lap old
Powell's
softs.
strategy has not paid out of going on to the hards. Oh, look down the inside of Rocco, but thinks better of it. Good for him
Well, you
because
never
we didn't want to
know.
see an accident.
Mediums will be dying out at the end of the race,
Indeed.
and the
Once
hard runners will
again,
just be there to pick up the pieces.
just like last season, it seems like F2 is the cleanest season, cleanest tier. Good racing, the drivers know what they're doing, they have pace, and they have good racecraft, which is very important.
Dylan gonna good job out front. He's on
Storm, oh,
Earth mode 2,
Storm's
just
just been
conserving a bit.
dropped. Just been dropped by Berra. And actually, Berra is catching Dylan. I haven't noticed, I've just noticed that again. But when he overtook Storm, the gap was over 4 seconds, and he is starting to reel in Dylan. Seems like he maybe has better race pace, maybe he's pushing more than Dylan. Dylan's got more ERS than Berra, so. Hitty Pal sticking on the back of Rocco. It seems like the race has died down a bit.
You can tell Dylan's just adjusting loads of things on his steering wheel. You can tell he's changing a lot of stuff. He might be
Because he's got
changing
my
his
hack.
strategy a bit.
He's got my hack of ERS modes and oh, his first penalty.
That might come back to haunt him at the end of the race.
Oh, racing's gone a bit stale, but drivers are just focusing on the end of the race now, saving their ERS, saving their fuel. Brookie, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's pitted again on he was on 11 lap old soft. He's going to go on for another another set of
Storm!
softs.
Oh no, he's got his first penalty as well.
Oh, that's a shame. Although he's running by himself right now, actually. So is
So
Yorno. We
car
haven't touched on
mentalist.
him that much this race, but Yorno's been driving a pretty good race just by himself. He got unlucky at the
A lot
beginning
of
of the
people
race,
on Earth mode
obviously.
too.
Interesting.
And Dylan's on 76% ERS.
Then staying out again. So that is soft tyres to the end, obviously, because then they would have put it a long ago. And Car Mentalist now is 8 seconds, 8.2 seconds behind Dylan.
Boy's getting his penalty as well. You get one of those Geronimo right on the back of him on a 1 lap pressure tyres. Boy will probably be catching up to Pike Salmon by the end of the race.
The graining on Berra's front left tyre, and Dylan's. All three of them.
At
You
the
can
moment,
see.
the leader is 13 seconds ahead of the net P4 driver Hidipo.
They've
And
all started to catch back up. That's the downside of obviously the alternate strategy.
yeah,
It's a bit of a hit or miss. Around this track it works. I've seen it work multiple times. It's good to do the alternate strategy. It's obviously
just what
faster.
just watch Dylan on the soft, so he's going to be absolutely thriving on those softs, and he's going to be possibly getting a fastest lap as well.
Let's do a little quite that through turns. Whoa, hits the apex nicely through turns 1 and 2. Stays off the
Problem
curb
for
for turn
Dylan,
yeah,
Berry is in
exit
the
of turn
net,
2.
winning position really,
Oh, never mind. We're going back on
because
board with comment
Berry
list.
is just about within about 3 seconds of Dylan. Dylan's got the 3 second
Oh,
penalty.
Storm Pits.
So Storm undercutting them maybe.
Oh,
Storm might
cautious
be on
into
a
the pit
big
lane.
undercut here, might be able to actually
What
do
can the
this.
Mercedes pit crew bring today? Out of the pits, I didn't see the time there. Don't think they tell
Oh,
us.
it's going to be something. Paul getting his first penalty as well.
I want to see where Storm comes out. Storm comes out
What is it?
P8 9, right behind Pike Summon.
Okay.
So there's going to
Paul.
be a gap in front that Dylan will come out in, I think. A
So
P7.
I don't. Let's just say this. I don't think P4 will be on the cards for Paul because he's got 8 seconds worth of penalties, 5 seconds
Oh,
for speeding the pit lane, or 3 normally. Rocco, if he keeps up his pace, he's got really good pace at the moment. He's keeping with
indeed.
Ty, he should be safe. Ty is catching up to this, but is he catching up fast enough?
That is the major question here today. Is he going to catch up fast enough? Storm is going to be one to watch out for, and then I think Dylan and Bear are going to be pitting this lap. Let's see what they're going. They've had very, very good race pace. I have to applaud these two drivers, and
Yeah,
actually
look at
three drivers.
Bearer's within 3 seconds. So
Yep,
Dylan's in the
in the
pits,
pits,
and Bearer is going out for
staying
another
out.
lap.
Dylan don't
It's
speed.
probably just be safe.
Oh, 35 miles an hour into the pits. He puts a risk on the
He's
table
pushing
there,
him.
gain time there. Commentalist into net P, well, in the net lead, but into P2 now. Where's Dylan going to come out? Hiddipole passes him. Pike Salmon through the second to last corner he
Oh,
goes.
look at Storm, he's right at the back at the moment.
Storm needs to get this move done if he
Storm
has
will
any
get him,
chance.
surely. So Dylan comes out very far ahead of Storm, which we pictured he would have came out.
Oh,
Storm's probably stuck behind Pike Salmon
swipes
most of that lap,
across for turn 1.
gets past him, but maybe a bit too late.
Dylan, 9 seconds to net P4. Yeah, net P4. He'll be hoping to probably get a podium today if he can. Depends how good he is on these soft tyres. I've seen his race pace and it is strong, so let's see what he can do today.
Berry is definitely going to be pitting this lap, surely. He's using absolutely all of his errors.
Yeah, putting it down just
Coming
to
down
save
into there.
some.
Putting it down to 0. Going through the final sector. Don't want to light up the rears. He's going to... He might... Here we go. He comes in the pits.
Yeah, cautious. Is he gonna get the braking right?
Really cautious. Is he going to break the
Yeah.
line? He's just got it. Yeah.
Car Mentalist into the lead. He's been the net leader for the whole race and he's going to be continuing in that for a while unless someone passes him. Time
Ty is 1.6
1.6
seconds behind him now.
behind.
It
Oh,
might be Ty's for the taking.
Rocco has a very good
Ooh.
undercut on Dylan, actually. No,
They're still both on one warning.
Pera.
The top two are still both on one warning, which is crazy.
Dylan's penalty is going to be the thing. Wait, he has a penalty, right?
Yeah,
He's going to be the thing that's
Berry is
holding
now
him back.
on 1 lap fresh of softs. He's 6 seconds though behind Dylan now.
Dylan is cutting down that gap, slicing through those seconds, hitting the apexes and
Look
driving
how
very
close
well right
Storm and
now.
Berry are.
Oh yeah, Stormbearer.
We see closer racing when they're on the softs.
Medium tyres, Berra was faster, so it depends what their soft pace is like. Oh, Storm turning in a bit too early for that, but getting it right. Still, excellent, not losing too much time.
He's not gaining much on Dylan, but he's not using much errors, though I think he's going to be using most of it for the next lap, for a fastest lap attempt.
Yeah, Dylan's not
Storm
catching too
absolutely
quickly.
pushing.
He needs to be catching faster than this. Out of the final corner, Storm on the back of Berra still. I don't think Storm.
Dylan
Oh, Storm hits the grass,
Nah,
runs
he's not that
wide.
fast.
Yep, he's lost out. He's still in the DRS zone, but
Here comes Berry. He's on Earth mode 4. He's going for fastest lap. Watch.
no, he's back in zero, I think. He said, nah, I don't need that fastest lap. Yeah, Tyne on the back of Commentalist. We're going to see a battle for P1 and 2 soon.
Just for the sheer effort of getting past 4th, 3rd, and 2nd, I don't think Dylan will be able to get in a position to win this race. Commentalist stands high.
Yorno pits for a fresh set of softs. Pace his AI pits after he left. Which, again, as I say, according to our rules, that is going to be a penalty if it wasn't a fault of his internet.
So Pace is just ahead of Yorno. He's about to be up on the whole field.
And
His AI
Time.
having a fun little race.
Dylan 4
And
seconds
there's
now to
Yorno.
Hidipal.
Yeah, Yorno's going for fastest lap.
On mediums. Oh wait, sorry, on softs, yeah.
Pace a lap behind Yorno.
This
But Pace
helicopter
off the
cam.
session, so.
Absolutely sensational.
Okay. Breaking
Oh,
news. Ty is now within a second of Carmentis. Berry
Vera.
1:28.
Good
Wow,
fastest
good luck
lap.
for him.
Faster than some people's quali laps.
He's gained a whole second that last lap on Dylan.
Seems like Dylan's not pushing too hard. He's been, every time I go on board with him, he's been on mode 1. Just saving the ZRS, I think. And
Well, of course
Tyne.
you want to get to the end on those tyres. Storm has the biggest problem, he has to get to the end on those tyres. If he pits again, Storm will be down in P11.
This is going to be interesting between the top two. Of course, Carmentis is going to want to hold on to the P1 that he's held for the whole race, and Tyne is sensing the sweet smell of victory. And as they're on equal with no pens, as you said, 2 warnings, I think that's what you said, they're going to be fighting
Okay, I'll
very
quickly
soon.
update you if there's anything more. Carmentis has got 2 warnings now. And, oh! Ty's got a penalty.
Oh!
Ty has to get past and pull out the gap now.
Staying behind
Easier
through
said than
turn
done.
1. They're staying board, and there's a battle for 8th right now. I'm going to stay on board with the leaders. Mode 4, inside or outside? Is he going to dive
Inside,
it? No.
not gonna be there.
Good racing from Tyne. Could have dived
Ty
it.
just have,
Could have
oh!
risked it.
He just has to try and push him with the mistake.
Oh, makes a small mistake himself though. Get back up the track map. Through
Yellow
turn
flag
9,
sector 1, it's
clipping the
Geronimo.
apex.
Geronimo is crashed out of turn 2.
Oh,
He's still
Dylan.
going.
He's caught Hiddy Power a lot. Oh, the
Oh, here
top
we go.
2 within
This might
3
be it for
tenths.
Carmentis. He doesn't have enough track. Just tired to get past.
No, he's not pushing too hard
Yorno
right now.
beats Ferry's lap.
By
and
less
he
than a
beats it
tenth.
by, yeah, by half a tenth, or just under half a tenth actually.
Decent lap. Yellow flag sector 1 and 2. Brookie has retired from the race. I'm going to stay on board as leaders
Crazily
though.
close gap.
3 tenths between the top two. 2
Here we go,
tenths.
Ty's getting closer, he's getting closer, he's not going to get in turn 1, keep it in turn 2, here we go, he's got it, he's got the good run, he's got the 2, he's got the
Kind of
DRS.
just defending the inside line. No, he
It's not
hasn't
enough.
got the pace. And
Oh, he's got a
Dylan.
bit wide, comment this. Oh,
Oh, is it going to be a move in the middle sector?
no, surely not. You don't really see much in turn 6, so don't worry
No.
about that. Turn 8.
Dylan.
Turn 8 is... That's what I'm saying. Turn 8 is going to be for Ty. Maybe around the outside. Does he do a vet
Oh,
around the
he
outside?
does.
Like,
He gets him.
Commenters for the switchback.
Great move there by Tyne, but it's still very close, neck and neck between these two. They've been close on pace. Tyne having a slight advantage, but coming out of turn 12 now. No, Carmentalist is just saving his ERS, not going for
Yeah,
the move.
Commenters
Dylan,
0, Ty
oh,
0.
Rocco spun, Rocco spun. Dylan down the inside
Rocco!
of Hiddy Power for P3. What a turn in events. Rocco's bottled, Dylan's got past, and now Dylan's going to be pushing to try and catch
Oh
up
my
the
god.
4.5 seconds. Rocco,
Rocco, he's lost his front wing. Yeah,
unbelievable.
he's going to be... His gap is going to come down. He's going to maybe drop out the top 10 after this stop. So he's losing about 30 seconds alone off a front wing change in a pit stop as
That is
well.
a massive shame for Rocco.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we have what I feel is going to be Carmentalist trying to latch on to Tyne. Tyne's the faster car, and Dylan needs to be closing up that gap. Hiddipol's going to be trying
Oh,
to do the
Comment's
same.
wide. He hasn't got a penalty though, Comment's. Ty does.
Things could change whenever though, and it seems like, yeah, Tyne is
Comment's is one
pushing.
warning away.
Hiddipol's been dropped nearly, and Dylan is pushing. 4 seconds now is the gap. Dylan saying earlier that he thought Carmento was going to win this race, especially after his horrible qualifying. He's doing an amazing job right now in again 11 positions actually.
Not a
Whilst
bad race for Dylan.
Carmentalists,
Dylan's going to be catching up to the leaders. But he's also got the 1 3-second penalty.
I can see some close racing through this whole season between the top four, including Rocco, including Bonti, possibly Stinner as well. It's going to be a great season, I think. But anyways, yeah, Carmentalist just staying with Tyne. Tyne not being able to drop him. Oh, Carmentalist goes wide and gets a penalty. I saw that come in. Yep.
Oh
As
no!
soon as I saw him
It's
hit
the
that
one
white
thing he had to
line,
avoid getting as a penalty, and now he's just got one.
he's going to be gutted there. Oh, I think he makes a mistake, hits the grass, losing it. A further time on Tyne.
And
That is a tongue twister there.
yeah,
Oh, Hiddy Powell nearly going sideways coming out of turn 4.
so the top 3 will have a 3-second penalty. So whoever finishes first on the track really, that's the biggest gain here. Dylan has is one warning away from another penalty.
Dylan's really saving. I thought he'd be pushing a lot more now, but he's saving. He should be pushing. Wants to be closing up onto Dylan, Commentalist. He's only got
Ever since
3
Vera came onto the
laps.
softs, we haven't seen much of him.
Or
He's only
Storm.
3.3 seconds behind now. That's it. The
Tyne doing a
problem
very
for
good job right now.
Ty's got a massive problem, and that's his tyres are going off. 14 laps in the mediums, 18
Oh,
laps in the hards. The hards are bound to be in better condition. Now it's all about track position. 3 laps to
Hiddy
go.
Powell's caught back up to Dylan. And he's caught back up a lot. And even though Hiddy Powell's not got a lot of ERS,
Oh, look at Commenters go with
Commentalist
that
round the
toe!
outside. No. Oh, I thought he'd send it there, but no, he's been
The
safe.
problem for Ty is that Commenters getting DRS and the toe, and He's saving a lot of ERS as well behind Ty as well. The hard's becoming a better tyre to be on.
Oh, Tyne makes
Dylan,
a
he's not
mistake.
going to catch up in time.
Round the outside, maybe Carmentis. Round the outside into turn 6 we go. No. Sorry, turn 9. That is not turn 6.
He's getting a better run though. Look at that run.
Oh.
They're both giving
Carmentis.
each other space. They're side by side.
Oh, down the inside. Contact! Oh, Tyne still tries to keep
Oh,
it.
it's
That is
close.
close racing. And that is good racing. That is what we like to see.
Ty trying to get back with his but he's turning back down. He's lost out. They've both locked up as well.
That is massive.
Dylan
Yellow
is now
flag,
2.8
sector
seconds behind
2.
sector 2. It's Bullboy.
Yeah.
I think he might have had an off-track excursion. Yorno in the pits again for another set of softs.
They have more softs in that Red Bull garage.
Yeah, he's going for fastest lap.
Dylan is not using his ERS right now. Come on, if he wants to catch up, he's going to be doing more than Mode 2 on the
Another penalty.
straights.
And Ty
Oh, Carmentalist into the
side.
lead. Again, what a great racing between these two.
Ty just lost out there with the poor exit. 2 laps to go. And any one of these two could win this race. Carmentalist, how many warnings does he have after that penalty? None. And then we look at Ty, none.
Oh, Tyne just grazed it inside of that corner there. Seems like Dylan's catching.
13 next lap. Turn 13 next lap is the place. That is the best place to do it. Best place in time.
I think he'd be wiser to just save his ERS. Comments. Oh no, maybe not. No. Dylan, he catches
Look how
slightly.
close he is. Getting really close, actually touching slightly there.
Oh, runs into the back of Commentalist.
Oh no!
Commentalist is lucky
That
to not
did
get damaged there.
Dylan's now into
Dylan's
it.
there.
Dylan could do this. Look how close he is now.
Final
this
lap.
It's
FRL.
a freeway battle for the win now. Here we go. Commentalist in the lead.
Time with wing damage pulling out and taking the lead.
He actually just. Wow.
Oh, Dylan. No.
Commentalist is more front wing than Ty.
Dylan breaking
Ty
late.
himself into that penultimate corner.
Oh my god, this is
is
going to be interesting.
This is going to be crazy. Oh! He power nearly hitting the barrier there. He lost the back end massively.
Mentalist right in the back of Tyne, hitting his braking point correctly. That is a shame.
Because Ty lost his front wing on the left-hand side.
Oh, Dylan broke too late. Had to dive bomb Carmentalist.
Dylan might have just cost.
Hit him, Paul! Into P3 he goes.
Dylan has just cost Carmentalist a potential victory. It depends. Carmentalist is still there. Carmentalist, what a run from him. Look at how close he's getting now.
No ERS in the... Oh, Tyne slightly moving on to braking there. That's not on. Side by side, Dylan and Hiddy Powell. Who's it going to be that gets out on top here?
Through here.
Dylan's in third.
Looking for it.
Round the outside. Can't brake too late because he'll lock up. Getting tapped in the back again by Dylan through the final corner.
It's about to run. It's about to run.
Oh my god. Nope. It's
going to be Ty who takes victory.
Oh my god. Berra! Berra out of nowhere. Whoa my god.
Oh, that just didn't happen. Oh no way.
That is unreal. Storm P5, Salmon coming around the final corner in P7. Oh my god, what a race.
I think all that action up ahead is just gave Berry. He just caught up very quickly there. Berry didn't get a single penalty that race.
Tyne making the first mistake, hit into the back of Carmentalist. Then Dylan making the second mistake, hit into the back of Carmentalist. That
fastest lap, of course.
Costed Carmentalist a win there, and more importantly, that gifted Berra a win there.
Oh, Yorno on another fastest lap attempt, I think. Here we go, Yorno going through the final sector.
Wow, that is a race.
You're on the final corner. You're on
Okay,
the car
can
cross
you
line.
do you want to get on interviews? Start inviting drivers.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, lovely.
Well, what a win for Berry and all that. Let's quickly get our drivers in. If
Yeah, just
you could
invite
suggest some
them.
people as well.
Yeah, I'll do that after the wow.
So, comment on it. Dylan. Oh boy.
Oop, I just skipped the podium, my bad. Okay, so the final result. Berra with no penalties.
Berry, Mads,
P1,
Scar,
Tyne, P2, Carmentalist P3, losing out from
Pike Salmon,
qualifying on pole. Dylan in
Rocco.
P4, possibly alongside Berra, my driver of the day. Hilly Powell at P5, Storm P6, Pike Salmon sitting in P7, Ballboy for P8, Barton, Rocco in P10 losing out. He started third, but he's ended up in 10th. That's a shame for him. 11th for Scar, Yorno P12, 13th goes to Pace, 14th for Jero, 15th for Brookie, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th for Zero, Mads, Bunty, and Stinner respectively. What a race, and GG to Berra, who drove an amazing race, honestly. I'm just gonna suggest some drivers. These get Barton. Okay, tried to ask. Oh,
What's
one
your interview
each.
first this week?
Go on then. Got a winner. I need the results.
Yeah, Berry's in.
What
Alright,
a race.
is he there?
Yep. You going first?
Yeah, Berry?
Sorry, hi. Oh my days.
Mate, from winning races last night in GT Sport now to winning the first race this F2 season, mate. Out of
I'm on,
nowhere. How do you feel?
I'm on a roll. Holy shit. I'm fucking sweating.
Mate,
I was just trying to catch up to the pack to Carl Mentalist and the other guys on the hearts, and me and Dylan were together for most of the race. And yeah, after pit stop, I just got my head down. I set a fasted lap. It got beaten by someone, but yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. And
you
then
can
in the
tell you
final lap, I knew that Hidde had a penalty, so I just thought if I'd stay behind him, I might get third or something, or fourth. And then I saw my name pop up after the first place thingy, so Jesus.
Mate, I can tell you, you're happy with that one. Yeah, flawless race, no penalties from you.
Yeah, I actually got a warning in the first corner. And then another one in maybe lap 3, lap 4. So yeah, especially the last few laps, I was like, keep it together, man. And so I did, apparently.
So yeah, Bahrain, I think is next. How are you there? And what do you think you could do to keep up this roll of success?
Let's just say this is my highlight of the season, and I hate Bahrain, so yeah. Nah, I'm
Well,
just hoping for points, to be honest, in Bahrain.
I hope to see you maybe get another good result at Bahrain.
Yeah,
Well
let's
done
hope so.
on the win.
Thank you, man, and
Congratulations.
see you guys next week.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
GG, Barra.
Woohoo! Oh, and grazie ragazzi, forza Ferrari. Okay, adios.
Okay, see you later. So, is P2 here? Tyne? No, so we'll just move on to P3. Car
Car mental.
Mentalist having an amazing qualifying, sensational lap, but the race was very dominant. And then talk us through what happened for you towards the final, well, for the whole race actually, and then especially towards the final laps.
Yeah, I was quite shocked about my qualifying actually, because usually it's hard for me to qualify in the top 10, let alone near the front. So
First
um,
ever
yeah,
pole.
first ever pole position. So I was pretty happy with that. The race itself was, for the most part, relatively simple for me. I just tried to stay out front and keep it there and not come under any pressure. I wanted to go for the hards because I knew that whilst Ty may be able to go for the mediums, my tire management isn't that good around this track. So I knew that if I put the mediums on, I was just going to plummet and not be at the front. So I decided to
Understandable.
go on the hards earlier on and to get track position as well, which worked for the most part because I ended up having quite a big gap, but yet time was a lot faster towards the end. Yeah, and then the end of the race happened.
Yeah, we
Um,
caught it on stream. That was a massive shame, honestly. I think.
yeah, I'm really frustrated because I feel like I should have won that race,
Mm,
and I feel like at every opportunity I was being dive bombed. Um,
Mm.
yeah,
Sorry
We
about
saw.
that, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
uh,
saw,
we
especially on
saw that
stream,
last lap.
Dylan's on
Well,
board.
yeah,
talk to you there.
But yeah,
and I did think Tyne hit me up the back. Obviously, it was nice of him to let me through, but I still think his driving was a bit questionable because he was moving a lot under braking and things, and
caught that
I
as
felt
well.
more like I was avoiding him than racing him. So
Mm,
that's why I couldn't get past because I really didn't have the opportunity to. So yeah, whilst P3 is a really good result, it's my first podium in FRL. I'm quite peeved.
yeah, understandable. How about Bahrain next week? How do you think that's going to go for you then?
Opposite to Australia, Bahrain is a bad track for me. It's a really bad track. I don't know why. It's such a simple track to drive, but I'm just not fast.
Mm,
So top 10, hopefully. I did in the preseason race. I was P7.
yeah,
I think maybe with a bit of luck, I could possibly be in the top 5, but that's got to be luck based and not pace based for me. So
fair enough. Well, GG on the first podium, and see you next week.
yeah, thank you.
Dylan next, P4.
Hi, hi.
Yeah, still in.
Jensen.
Mate, what a race from P14. Unfortunate in qualifying. To
Yeah,
not make it to the line to
missed it by
start the
like two
lap.
seconds, which was really annoying.
Mm,
But I mean, yeah, the qualifying was awful, and but instead the race was okay. So I had
yeah,
some pretty good pace on the mediums, and was quite fast on the softs, and yeah, unfortunately got a penalty on the last lap, which maybe would have done something else. Yeah, maybe I could have improved, but was a nice race, even though my
mm.
qualifying was horrible.
Well, you did a good job from P14, mate. That's all that matters. You have good race pace today, and yeah,
Yeah,
for
considering this is my worst track on the
yeah,
calendar, P4 is not that bad. So I'll take it, and hopefully I'm going for the win next week.
yeah, Bahrain. I'd say a really strong track for you from pre-season, your pole lap, but we didn't get to see your race pace as you got
Yeah,
um technically
connection
shadow
issues.
realm by connection.
Yeah,
Yeah, good race, mate. Yeah, see you next week at Bahrain.
yes, thank you very much, and thanks for commentating, and congrats on Barra for winning, of course.
Mm, yeah, okay. Who's next? So, is Hiddipal here?
No,
Storm? No.
it's
Pike's
Pike's salmon.
Salmon.
A more understandable name.
Yeah, I can pronounce your name this time. So, how was your qualifying, first of all? I think you qualified P9. You went out a bit too early, it seemed. And then, how was that for you? Yeah. Yeah. And then what about your race? Obviously, you gained 2 positions overall. So how was that for you in general? Mm, yeah, that's a shame. Mm, okay, well, fair enough. Oh God, how about Bahrain next week? What do you think that's going to be like for you? Yeah. So no, maybe lower than P7, maybe outside the top 10. What do you think? Okay, well, hopefully you have a good race next week and continue with the good performances. See you later.
There's only one more person
Yep.
left in
Last
the
but not
party.
least,
Mr. FRL Ballway 57.
Hello, guys. I am here
Hello.
for an interview.
Hello, boy. How's your race?
It was alright. I mean, P8 is a fantastic result considering I had 2 crashes in the race, but yeah, yeah, I'm happy with the result. It's just, yeah, those 2 things that happened really, and I guess a third you could say is my not so decent pace, but um, yeah, I did quite a few laps in practice actually. I did 6 instead of 3, so I doubled my productivity pre-race. But then it was wet for quali, so that didn't really help. But it dried up at the end. Um, and yeah, I was second for about 5 seconds, which I was happy about until I realised I was about 8 cars behind. Dang purple sectors. But
mm,
yeah, the first crash really was with um, pike salmon. Um, I think going into the chicane before the chicane of death, I don't know, I broke maybe a little bit too late, but yeah, I minimized the damage and didn't get any damage at all, so it only cost me half a second to a second.
yeah.
Oh,
And the
that's
second
funny.
one, yeah, I mean, the second one was with my teammate. I don't know
Oh,
what happened, but yeah, so after this interview, I'm gonna go to Claire Williams' office now and yeah, get a salary cut or something. I don't know, but we'll see.
get Qubitzer to replace you.
No.
Still getting used to your red car.
Yeah, I mean, well
um,
done to Vera. I mean,
Oh,
great result. Mr. Binotto was right in giving me the sack. He knows
maybe a
best.
return for next season.
um, yeah. To be fair, what do you think about the next race, Bahrain? So you're in pre-season. You had pretty decent pace around there.
Yeah, hoping for a similar result. No crashes this time. No rain. Hopefully, it doesn't rain in Bahrain.
Mm,
And yeah, good points once again. Hoping to get a top 10 finish.
I hope to get a podium, maybe.
Yeah, I think like half the field needs to crash out for that to happen, but we'll see.
It's gonna be hard to crash out of Bahrain. It's one track. That'll be hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Good luck for Bahrain, and yeah, thank
Thank
you
you very
for
much.
interview.
yeah.
Yep. Alright, well, that's all the interviews done for tonight. Everyone who's still watching. I hope you enjoyed today's race. It was pretty interesting. Just to remind you again, Berra won. GG to him. Tyne in second and Carl Menzel's in third. That's our podium. Hope to see you guys next week for, that's the wrong controller, for Bahrain next Wednesday at 7 p.m. and have a good evening.